Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Cubs Fantasy Stream with Spencer, Laux, it's me, and Moses, White Moses, and bronzed Abraham Lincoln with Cubs hat. And I already said my name's Spencer. I didn't shower today, but I put deodorant on. So that's something. The Cubs, coming off a 2-game win streak, they had a day off, and now we're going to Camden Yards. Yu Darvish versus Alex Cobb. Should be a decent... Alex Cobb's an alright pitcher. But the Orioles are bad most of the time. And this season is holding true to that as well, as they currently have a 5-11 record. So yeah, let's see how that goes. I think Alex Cobb is a delay. Oh no. I think Alex Cobb is they're a right-handed pitcher. Why did I think they were lefty? I don't know. Yu Darvish pitching for the Cubs today. They had a day off in between, so that's good. So now everyone's rested. We'll figure out the lineup here. Oh, we get the DH because we're at Camden Yards. Awesome. Oh boy, I don't know what to do here. Who do we have in the DH spot currently? Chris Bryant in the DH spot. I'm okay with that. I like, he's a little delicate, so I like having him just being able to concentrate on hitting. I would either have him or probably Wilson Contreras. I might make Wilson one of the DHs coming up here. David Bodie's been batting all right too. Yeah, we'll give David Bodie the at-bat here. Yeah, mostly a healthy lineup. We'll let Kipnis bat too, even, instead of Nico Horner, who maybe he needs a day off to kind of get himself figured out. Yeah, I know people are probably mad that Baez is batting 6th, but you know what? And Happ batting 8th. I'm guessing Happ won't bat. Although, who knows where Happ's going to bat. But I'm making the lineup, so deal with it. Here we go. In fact, I'm going to message... There are 1 or 2 people that said they've been watching lately, so I'm going to message them. Okay. Yeah, and I probably should put this on my Facebook page. I will put it on the Facebook page. We'll see if people come and watch. Okay. Alex Cobb coming to the mound. Like I said, 2020 so far, 18 innings, a bad whip, good strikeout, decent strikeouts. Oh, actually, not every team is not. But his ERA looks good, and a 1-1 record, so we'll see. Oh, Chris Bryant, the DH.
Leading off tonight for the Cubs.
Which I think it's fairly rare for the... Sorry. Fairly rare for the leadoff man to also be the DH. That's historically the DH is the person that hits the ball real flipping hard, so you wouldn't think they usually have. Aha! I got it there in time. Where not even a pitch will go by of me accidentally being there in control. But I couldn't have done much worse for the Cubs as that one. If only I would have accidentally had control, because I wouldn't swung. Because I don't like taking control of it. But now, so 1 pitch, 1 out. Chris Bryant not doing great as the leadoff DH thus far. But Anthony Rizzo's up, bringing those numbers, 4-game hitting streak. He keeps bringing the numbers back to a better area. The power's there early this season, but the average and on-base percentage was low. So he's starting to bring back the contact and average for forfeiting the power that he had early on. I probably should have batted there. I couldn't have done any worse. Ooh. So, 2 pitches in, 2 outs for the Cubs. That doesn't bode well. for the Cubs. Schwarber's up with a 5-game hitting streak. He's got the power this season, too. Yeah, call him He-Man, because he's got the power. 5 home runs, about 16 games in. That's pretty good. He's been batting largely in the 3-hole this season because of me. He's also led off some games. I actually think his numbers have been way better when he's been leading off, so we'll see. Roxy, thank you. We'll get Roxy here on the phone a little later. Probably about 5 or 6 innings in. Alex Cobb, 2-0 to Schwarber. Oof. I don't know why he just wasn't taken there until they threw him a strike. When the pitch count was as low as it was and is. Maybe make him throw some more. But yeah. Gosh, the lag is more than I think it should be. I don't know why. His video is a toggle bar, another advancement is to disable doubles. I thought, okay, man, I'm supposed to disable the low range. Let's see here. Tab. Let's see what happens with that, with the low latency. The Cubs are out of it, the inning, that is. Settings. I think I'm stupid and I can't figure it out. Oh, advanced. Let's see. We're getting rid of low latency. Let's see if that. I thought it was the opposite. But we'll see. Disable low latency. I don't know. You let me know if this. Roxy, you're one of the only people paying attention. Let me know if the lag. Well, I guess there'd be no way for you to know until I call you. But we'll see here eventually. Well, Yu Darvish 0-1 to Jose Iglesias. 1-1. Yu Darvish. Cubs are 11-5, first in the NL Central. Jason Hayward swinging his arms, doing a little stretch-a-rooney out there. Maybe I just need to close some tabs. Maybe that's why it's going weird. I might put on my glasses too here because the eyes are leaving me lately. Anyone else don't like getting old? Oof. Rip down the line. It might be 2. We'll see if he goes for it. No. Schwarber's got quite an arm on him. He's not the fastest person. I was going to do a metaphor that I didn't. He's not the fastest person, Kyle Schwarber, but once he's got the ball in his hand, your commentary seems to be matching up to the game pretty well. Cool. Well, yeah. I meant the match is fine with that. I meant the lag from the stream that because the me with the game is like perfectly matched because it's recording at the same time. But I meant the stream when it like streams outward because it's about I don't even know how far it is right now. But it's at least 5 seconds, probably 10. So, I don't know. Maybe I should have changed it before I streamed it, because I doubt it's going to get better. Yeah, I already disabled that. I don't know what's telling me to do that. Let's see here again. Advanced. Yeah, I got rid of the
batting third. The right fielder.
Okay. Trey Mancini's up after an out happened that I didn't see. And I'm wearing the same shirt I've worn the last 2 games because they've won 2 in a row. That's kind of my thing I've been doing is if they lose, I change the shirt. Because I'm very responsible. Because my clothing is obviously the reason why they win or don't win.
2-0.
I'm certainly not meaningless in this world, and so much of how the Cubs play depends solely on me and not their talent and ability. Ooh, 3-0. Not good. Trey Mancini, actually, I think he had cancer? He had a surgery for something out of nowhere in spring training, and it was serious. It was serious enough where I don't know what happened. Actually, let's look up. Let's see what happened to Trey Mancini. I'm sure that'll be the first thing that comes up as news-wise. Here's from a day ago. Surgery to remove a malignant tumor. So it was the bad kind of tumors. Among those covered, it might have even been like in his head too. And he had a really good year last year. Yeah, I don't know where the tumor was. Ooh! Well, ooh, now got a good bounce though at least, so if they send him it might be close. All right, well, 1 out, runners on second and third. Looks like he's recovered well from that brain tumor. Well, I don't know if it's brain. I'm looking. Oh, it was colon. It was a colon. That's bad too. Colon cancer is no laughing matter. But since he's fine, I think we can laugh about it because he's fine, and he just hit a double against the Cubs. Strike one. Anthony Santander on a 6-game hitting streak. He was, I think, a pick to kind of under the radar picks for fantasy baseball, which is the main reason. Aside from being a Cubs fan who likes to watch all the Cubs games, a large reason why I know about other players in the league is because I play fantasy baseball. And so that's the main reason why I know 80% of the people insist, oh, that's going to score one, will it score two? Or nope, they're going to hold them up. Well, what a little bunch of bullshit we've found ourselves in thus far.
The designated hitter. Right.
That's what I get for talking about how bad the Orioles always are. You doing the do? I am doing the do, Roxy. I'm almost out of do. I don't have any whiskey left. Oh! And he hits the batter. I'm double cupping. I've got water and I've got dew. Because I already drank multiple cups of like watered down coffee. In fact, and this sounds really gross, but I think it's really good. It's like a vanilla Ensure as coffee creamer. Is good, I think. You know, make it like it's a creamer, but it's got vitamins in it.
Oh, that's good.
1-0 to Austin Hayes. You Darvish could really use a ground ball to the shortstop, Javi Baez, right now. Would be ideal. Oh, shoot. Well, 1 run scores, single to right field. Well, this is not looking great. It is a tasty way to get some vitamins. Like I said, especially if you, it's basically just a thicker vanilla creamer. And I like Ensure. The vanilla ones are good. Got to get those vitamins. And that riboflavin, you know? Got to get that I think it's high in riboflavin. Probably has some B vitamins too, magnesium. We'll talk about Ensure later. I can't think of a more boring thing for people to hear. That people that watch video games like what's more boring to people than baseball? Vitamins in a drink that's traditionally for older people that don't get their vitamins. Roxy says they're excited. Oh, 3-2. Or no, 2-2. Here goes the 2-2 pitch. I'm guessing slider on the outside corner. Ooh, is he going home with it? Gonna turn 2 to first? He does! He gets out of the inning with, we'll call it minimal damage. Whoa, that's a high kick there. I should probably know who that is, but it's one of the Rockettes, actually, in a baseball outfit with that high kick. I'll look up who that is. Famous Orioles pitcher. Because I'm guessing there aren't too many. Statue. See, the famous Orioles pitcher statue is. Oh, Palmer? Let's see here. Jim Palmer. That's probably who it was. If he had a big old kick like that. Yeah, it looks like him, maybe. Oh, Wilson swinging at one that even the catcher can't. Neither catcher could get to that one.
One. I got to count 1 and 2.
All right, 2-2 count to Wilson Contreras. Ooh, Wilson makes solid contact, but, whoa, it drops too. I don't understand the routes the outfielders take to the ball, because he made just a lateral movement, and it dropped right in front of him, so I don't know why you don't try and cut that off and catch it. Or is that Mancini? I mean, Mancini's not a great defender, but now David Bodie's up, who, it did place him. Oof. Wilson Contreras steals. Oh, shit. What a stupid steal. And a bad jump. I don't know why you steal there. And it just... Ugh. Wow. Wow.
1 and 1.
1 and 1.
Oh, that's off the plate. Ball 2.
Ball 2. 2 and 1 to Bodie. Ooh! Oh, and it falls! Can Bodie outrun it? He does! See, why didn't he do that? He would have hit that if they were going to hit and run when Contreras was stealing. That might have gotten him out of position at second. Javi's up. He needs to start hitting. Look at that. That's the reason why everyone's like, why is Javier Baez hitting that low in the order? Well, look at the numbers so far this year. Not great. And he's a person who his statistics are an outlier where he's very dependent on a high having a batting average where balls put in play, I forget what it was, the BIP or whatever it's called. Essentially, it's like if you put the ball in play, what percentage of the time do you get on base or whatever. Oof. This could be 2. There's 1 and 2. Holy shit. Alex Cobb is getting through the game quite easily. But yeah, Javi Baez continues to unimpress this season.
Leading off for the Orioles, the catcher, Austin Wynns.
Austin Wynns is up. Whatever, being on the Orioles should be Austin losers. Even though they're winning right now. There we go. All right. Now you've got him 0-2. You can do this, you. I believe in you. You. Here we go, here we go, here we go. 0-2. Strike 3. Gets him on the outside corner. Second strikeout so far for you, Darvish.
Batting ninth, the first baseman, Chris.
Chris Davis up next. Talk about fall from grace. Chris Davis hit 56 home runs 4 or 5 years ago, I think. Now he's one of the worst, or well, at least the last couple seasons, he's been one of the worst offensive outputters, especially for a person who I don't think has great defense. Yeah, I think he got in trouble for ADD meds. He was taking Ritalin or Adderall or something. And I think he got a suspension. Which that is fascinating that people consider that it's considered that that's a performance-enhancing drug, and I understand why, because it helps people focus. Strike 3, I think. Nicely done. I remember reading an article, someone talked about playing a game of golf, and their friend had a bunch of Adderall. And their friend said, take 2 of these. I guarantee you'll have the best game you've ever had in golf. And the person was like, I took it, and I did. It's something about those medications that can give you the laser focus.
0-1's the count.
0-1. Well, Darvish looks to be shaking off the rust from the first bad inning as he's struck out the first 2 batters on literally 6 pitches. I think. So it's 0-2. He's literally a pitch away from what they call an immaculate inning, which would be fantastic. An immaculate inning doesn't happen very often. That's 9 pitches, 3 strikeouts. Here we go. Oh! So close. I'm going to write a note down. Immaculate. Like Jesus' conception. But he didn't get it. Strike 3. So an almost immaculate inning, which is to say that it wasn't. 10 pitches, I think. 3 strikeouts. And I could be wrong. One of the batters maybe threw another ball than that, but that's still a good inning. To throw 10 pitches and get 3 strikeouts. That's very chefy kissy face.
Leading off for the Cubs, the right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Yes, I think that's because no ball. See, that's why you're going to be on, Roxy, is because of your wit. Jason Hayward's up, and he grounds it. Can he run it out? Ooh. Man, they really got to do better here. At least the pitchers aren't batting. Like I said, Jason Kipnis is going to be in the 9-hole and gets to start at second base tonight. Outside. Strike 1-1-1 to Ian Happ in the 8-hole, which is probably the worst spot I've put him in all year. But like I said, start hitting like that, but straightening it out. Start hitting better, and I'll put you in better spots in the lineup. And for the most part, he has been in decent spots in the lineup. I think he's been getting chances at the 3-hole and the 5-hole. So he's either had decent opportunities with people on base in front of him or had an okay bat behind him. So I don't know what to tell you. But here's Jason Kipnis. He hits it hard, but not... Oh, hard. Very hard. Oh, he gets a double. I had no idea. First, I thought that ball was going to be easily caught. Then I thought it was going to be a big home run. Turns out, it's a double, which is very good. Because the right fielder literally was like, I'm not going to try and catch it anymore. And that's why I thought it was going to be a home run. But nope, it bounced off the wall, and then the center fielder gets it. Chris Bryant's up now with 1 man on and 2 outs.
Nope, that's down.
1-0. Bryant's getting some boos from the home crowd. Or a singular one, I guess. Getting a singular boo. First round draft pick in 2013 was Chris Bryant. Then I believe the next year he...
No, that's low.
Because I think then the next year he did whatever of the minor league system. Did he get minor league player of the year? Then followed that up with rookie of the year. Then followed that up with an MVP. And he might have the year before all that. He maybe got the silver spikes or the golden spike, whatever the best baseball player in college or whatever is. I think he maybe won that. I can't remember what they're called. I think it's golden spikes or something. Foul ball. But regardless, at least he's got a good at bat going where, like I said, Alex Cobb has not thrown very many pitches. And here comes the payoff pitch. Ball four. Bryant walks. So men on first and second. Alex Cobb getting in a little bit of a jam with Anthony Rizzo, which you never want to have Anthony Rizzo, want to face Anthony Rizzo as a pitcher because he's a hard out. You certainly don't want to face him with two men on base. And like I said, his average is starting to could do a little upswing here lately. Strike one, though. The last three games, he has a double. We could go for a second double here soon. Would be nice. Ooh, opposite field. It drops. Are they going to send him at home? No. Stays at third. So the bases will be juiced for Kyle Schwarber. Could change the tempo of this game with one swing of the bat. A grand slam home run would basically reverse the positions of the game. They'd go from down from 2 to up by 2. That would be very nice. I would like that a lot. Gets a low strike. You can't blame Schwarber for not swinging at that because it wasn't what I would consider a strike. But, yeah. The 0-1 pitch. Strike two. That one looked a little high, but maybe he was swinging because the umpire has a big strike zone, is what his brain was thinking. Oh, fuck. He throws to first, although I'm fairly sure that he could have just touched home. Because I think that's the force outs count, I think, there. So I don't know why the catcher bothered to throw it to first when he could have stepped on home.
Leading off.
But hey, who knows? So the Cubs squander what looked like a good opportunity. With 2 outs, they had 2 outs and they got the bases loaded to essentially do nothing. Yeah. So Hanser Alberto is up. Like I said, he's got speed. He's got decent contact skills. I think he's a pretty good defender. He's on a 6-game hitting streak. I think he already had a hit. Oh, he's 0 for 1. Who was I thinking of then? I thought someone got a hit that was him earlier. Oh, Santander, who I was thinking of. They're both all right, I think. And then they have Austin Hayes, who's coming up. So, who knows? Maybe the Orioles will have some all right players. I can't think of what their rotation is right now. Aside from Alex Cobb, I literally don't know who they have as a starting rotation. That could be an issue because if you don't have good starting pitching, you probably won't win games. But I mean, it doesn't seem to be an issue for them this game as Alex Cobb has so far shut down the Cubs. Yu Darvish 2-2 to Hanser Alberto. Ooh, a line down the line, and I think Anthony Rizzo would have usually gotten to that. A little surprised that wasn't turned into a double, but Hayward got to it quickly, throws it in quickly.
The right fielder,
Here comes Trey Mancini. He was a double. His numbers so far pretty good. Batting .306 for .368 on base percentage. What's the Cubs record at? It is at 11-5 or 11, I think, or 12-5. It's good. They won the first 6. They won the first 6. They lost the next 4. then they won 2, then they lost 1, then they won 2. So whatever that, oh, Anthony's is going for 2. There's 1, and there's 2. Nicely done. Anthony to Baez, back to Anthony. Speaking of Anthony's, Anthony Santander is coming to the plate here, I believe. Yeah, he's 1 for 1 with an RBI single earlier in the game. No RBIs for a single this time. I was just waiting for him to hit a home run there. And then be like, "Buh, I guess that counts." So yeah, we're in the 3rd inning. In about the 4th or 5th inning, we'll be getting a hold of Roxy, our number 1 follower so far. And commenter. Strike by you, Darvish. 1 and 2. You guys think I should put the mic, like, does that just look weird? Or do you like having the mic in there? Is it better than having the background? Oh, strike 3. And that's the end of the inning while I talk about if the microphone looks better than, I guess it's better than having the couch easily seen with a tiger blanket or whatever it is, right?
Leading off for the Cubs.
Wilson Contreras 1 for 1 with a single. Then he got caught stealing. I don't know why he decided to steal. At least I don't know. I'm not fully against it. Maybe it was a hit and run gone awry.
Count 1-0.
I'm almost out of Mountain Dew. I got a little bit left in the fridge, but ooh, rips it down the line, but foul. 1-1. Oh, crushed, but once again foul. He's hitting it very hard, just swinging a little early. Oof. Whoa, puts it down the line. I bet he's going to go for 2. We'll see. I mean, if he was stealing earlier, I wouldn't... please don't get thrown out at second again. Okay, goes to the cutoff man. Contreras says, I knew I'd get to... I told you I'd get to second eventually. His 3rd double of the year. One of the... probably the best offensive... the most offensive production this year has maybe come out of Wilson Contreras, which is good. He's shown that in the past that he can be a MVP caliber player when you're a catcher who can put up, you know, when you're a catcher that can bat 260 to 280 and hit 20 to 30 home runs or around there. He has not eclipsed 24 yet, but still 24 home runs. But he could if he stayed healthy all year. So we'll see. David Bodie's up 1 for 1, and he pops it up. And Contreras will probably stay where he's at. Smart move. Bodie stood on first or second. Don't know why. All right, maybe Javier Baez will do a little better with a runner in scoring position. Maybe he'll feel more incentive. Feel like there's more incentive to hit the ball well here with a runner in scoring position. Or to have a pitch. Yeah, well, he's batting 143 with a runner in scoring position so far. Oh, baby! Oh, baby! Javier says bartender, Jack. Home run, 413 feet, 108 miles per hour. I don't think anyone's catching that one. Donger alert! Woo, 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 woo. That's I need to get a dong alarmer. We need to get a little light. I need to make a whole production out of this thing. That's what I need to start doing. Don't you think, White Moses? Do not pray to cows. Okay, White Moses. Here we go, Alex Cobb.
Now batting, right fielder.
Okay, yeah, I was going to say, that's how he was pitching. Yeah, to Jason Hayward. And it's a tie game, by the way, for those of you who weren't paying attention. Jason Hayward, pretty solid numbers this year. If he put up those numbers consistently throughout the year, that'd be good. I'd be fine with that. Batting 275, batting 286 the last game. You know, he's consistently batting around there the whole season. I feel like other players this year have had really good and really bad games. Ooh, ball. If he would have swung, he might have been able to run to first if it would have gotten away from the catcher. Because it would have been strike 3, but also if the catcher doesn't catch it, they can run to first. But here we go, Jay. Hey, 2-2 or 3-1. Ooh, hits it. Sort of into the shift. A weird throw, but it's enough to get him out. Cobb has 51 pitches in, which is still pretty decent for him. But at least the Cubs are making him work a little more. After that first couple innings, he had not thrown very many. Straight. Ian Happ's up. First round draft pick, what did I say, 2015, 2006? Yeah, 2015.
Nope.
The Cubs have a lot of, I mean, it's good to have your first round draft picks play in the pros. It means you're choosing correctly, or else you're really stubborn, or a little bit of both, where you were saying, we're gonna be good. 2-2 to Happ. Alex Cobb, number 17, is sharing the same number with Chris Bryant. I'm guessing Chris Bryant has sold more jerseys than Alex Cobb. Call me crazy. 3-2 with Jason Kipnis on deck, who hit a towering double last at bat. Ooh, Happ knocks it right up the middle. Nicely done, Happ. Let's see if Kipnis can't jump on one again and just put a little more oomph. Oh, a mound visit. I don't think they're going to go to the pen this early, but I would be very open to it. They say, hey, are you okay? Alex is like, man, you know I'm better than the bullpen. Why are you even talking to me? Why are we having this conversation in the 4th inning? Let me throw to this hitter at least. Ooh, they give him a high strike. The strike zone's definitely been not small. I will say that. There hasn't really been anything where I've been saying, oh, that should have been called a strike. There's been a lot of pitches that probably should have been balls that are not. Jason Kipnis is over 1,000 hits. I don't know how many he has left in him. I mean, he's only in his 30s, his early 30s. I think he's 32. Let's see. How old is Jason Kipnis? I'm gonna say 32. But he's been around a while. 33 years old on April 3rd. So happy belated birthday, Jason Kipnis. Welcome to the Cubs. He's from Northbrook, Illinois. That makes more sense on why he hits it. This time it is just a towering fly ball. Towering in height. And to quote Major League, it was just too high. Too high? Too high. But Javier Baez hit it just the right amount of high and a whole lot the right amount of long. And, and far. Being the same thing there. Nicely done, Javi. Oh, it's Heidi Watney, who sometimes joins us and you can't hear what she's saying, but we have fun, don't we, Heidi? Fantastic. I do agree. The game of baseball, right? The game of baseball. That's baseball, Ray. That's baseball. Thanks, Heidi. We'll talk later. Dwight Smith Jr. is up.
The designated hitter, Dwight.
Son of, you guessed it.
Jr.
I was going to say somebody that wasn't Dwight Smith. That'd be funny, right? But yeah, Dwight Smith's kid. Dwight Smith Jr.
Ball, that's out.
Claimed off waivers in 2019. I'm not sure where from. Might have been, I think it was a NL West team, I think it might have been others. Yeah, claimed off waivers. Oh, the Blue Jays. It's only 27 too, so name recognition can help. They said, hey, his dad was pretty good at baseball. Maybe he's good at baseball too. Oof.
That's out.
Cut fastball. I thought it was a slider. That's how much his cut fastball has movement on it. Is that it moved enough where I thought it was a slider.
That's a ball.
That's a ball too. Those were close. I feel like the umpire would have called that for the Orioles. I'm saying he's biased, not me. There's one that you can't not call a strike. You all love double negatives? Because you can't not love them. All right. Ooh, he goes for the bunt. Candy one-handed. Oh, Fuddruckers. David Bodie tries to barehand it, but it ain't happening.
Now back, second baseman, Romo.
I don't know, Cam. I think you could. I think you can legally name your kid anything you want. I think, but yeah, I don't know if you can, what's that called, on the end? A suffix? Is that a suffix? I don't know if you could just add that. I think, I mean, you can legally change your name to anything you want. Literally. Sometimes, because there's been times where people get mad that people will name their kids like Adolf Hitler, and like they try and stop them, and they're like, I could name my son Adolf Hitler. I don't know. I mean, I know why they want to. I know why they want to. But I don't know why you're putting that on your kid. You're basically forcing him to really choose sides really early on. He either gonna disown it or totally go along with it. I think you could theoretically name your son Ken Griffey Jr. III. Although they'd maybe, okay, it's 5-ball. Maybe Griffey the Third. You could probably put Griffey the Third as their middle name. So there'd be Ken Griffey the Third Vaughn. I don't know if you'd need to separate, if you'd have to make Griffey the Third maybe one word.
1-0.
But for sure, I mean, that kid's playing. As long as that kid would make the majors. As long as people didn't know. I guess, yeah, scouts would be like, Ken Griffey the Third. Let's not even look at the fact that he's obviously a white guy. He must be related to Ken Griffey Jr. and Ken Griffey Sr. Oh, man. In an alternate universe, Ken Griffey Jr. has the home run record by like 200 home runs, where he just never got injured. He was so good. He was so good defensively, and his swing was just strike three. Ken Griffey Jr. just had the nicest swing, and so many of his home runs were just like bullets, like lasers, because he just had such a pretty swing. But yeah, he just couldn't help himself from trying too hard, and now it's one of those the ironies that he put so much in. Your kid would sell a lot of jerseys, and you could get a little onesie right away.
Ball one, no strike.
And then when he pooped his pants, you could be like, looks like the third made a number 2. And then something made one. Looks like the third made one number 2 in his jersey. Something like that. All right. Chris Bryant against Alex Cobb. 2-1 pitch. 65 pitches in. Ooh, I really thought Bryant was going to just turn on that baby. He tried. That's the most guttural, manly voice I'll ever make. Ooh! Ooh! Now I don't know. Here it goes. 2-2 pitch to Bryant. Ooh! And the shift works to Bryant's advantage as he hit it almost exactly where a shortstop would be had the shift not been in place.
Now batting, the first baseman, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo's up. Old Anthony. Let's see what he can do here with a man on first with nobody out. Wisely lays off the first pitch. 1 for 2 with a single in the third. I'd like to see a home run from him here. I feel like like I said, he had some power early on in the season, even though his batting average wasn't great, and now the average is coming up, but the home runs have not ceased because he still has 4 or 5, and that's still pretty good for how many games we're in. Oh, that was right there, though. That's one of those where he drops to a knee and knocks it out of the park sometimes. Ooh, up the... Oh, they're going to get one at most here, and they do. But it came right at Alex Cobb, hit him in the leg. They might do the thing where they come and see if he hurt his leg. Oh, no, they're not even going to... You're not even going to feign the, is my leg hurt, is his leg hurt, and then he waves him off. That's one of the thing that happens a lot in this is when the pitchers get hit with the ball, they'll be like, come out there, are you okay? And he's like, no, I'm fine. I'm fine. They didn't even mess with that. They're like, let's get the game going. Schwarber batting .214 with runners in scoring position, so which is bad, but you would say he's maybe due, perhaps. We'll see. K. Schwarbs. 0-2 to K. Schwarbs. Hanging in there, making Alex Cobb throw them pitches. And in there in the American League, so it's a lot easier to manage. They're not having to worry about when the pitcher comes up in the batting order. Like, that's what I keep thinking about, and I'm like, oh yeah, they don't have to worry about that. Like, it's kind of a, yeah.
That's bolted.
Be a little easier to, there's a joke from the movie Little Big League when he's all like, where a 12-year-old manages the Twins. And they say something about him managing it, and someone's like, it's the American League, they got the DH, how hard can it be? There's an argument to be made. There's a lot more strategy that goes into the National League with pitchers and the batting order. I mean, it's a good argument when you just have when someone who can't hit usually is in the hitting spot as opposed to an older, traditionally older person who can't play in the field anymore. Wade LeBlanc, formerly, I believe, of the Mariners. I could be wrong. Let's see. Let's take a look here. Wade LeBlanc. Oh, he's played for a bunch of teams. The Padres, the Marlins, the Astros, the Angels, the Yankees, the Pirates, and the Mariners. And now the Orioles. I was right. I kept reading off all these teams, and I was like, man, I'm going to feel really dumb if he played for almost every team except for the Mariners. But no, he played for the Mariners. Okay, ground ball. And Alex Cobb gets out of it, but he's 80 pitches in. It'll be interesting to see if they bring him back for the next inning. We're going to the bottom of the fifth, tie game. It's 2-2. And after this next half inning, we're going to give old Roxy a call on the phone and talk to them for an inning or so.
Leading off for the Orioles, the first baseman, Chris Davis.
All right, Chris Davis, like I said, at one point,
Ball one, no fight.
I don't know if I want to use the term prolific, because it was only for a season. I feel like prolific almost, he was prolific for one season. It was like large numbers or quantities, plentiful is the second one. The first definition is producing much fruit or foliage or many offspring. Yeah. So yeah, he was prolific for a season-ish. I think like the season before he hit a toe shit. Go foul. Whew. He heard me making fun of him. But I think the season before he hit 56 home runs, he had a real hot last month or two where it was starting to be like, okay. And it was funny because even though he eventually got in trouble for performance-enhancing drugs. Ooh, strike three. That's got to be Darvish's like 6 or 7 strikeouts. 7 strikeouts for Darvish. Is one time on Twitter, someone was like, Chris Davis, are you on steroids? And he just answered, no. Which was technically true. Because Adderall is not considered a steroid. He's like, no, I'm on the same thing kids use to study for midterms. It also, who knew it would help you also hit 96 mile per hour balls flying at you.
Count 1-0.
Foliage. Sorry. After I said it, I even knew. I was like, did I say foliage? Foliage is what it is, right? I don't know what. I'm not even going to click the thing you're sending me. I don't know if you're sending. My assumption would be it's the. Oof, nice catch, Bodie. My assumption would be the Simpsons thing.
Now batting.
Yep, okay.
Third baseman.
Yep, that's literally what I said. Looney, she's like, little Lisa, our human library. Roxy Mess, our little human library.
1-0.
Foliage. It's hard to try and entertain and watch the game and say words, Roxy. Roxy, you're lucky you don't have to worry about talking because people are just staring at your fucking tits the whole time. So you get away with it.
Ball inside.
I just have to rely on my cunning and my wittiness.
2 balls, 2 strikes.
Oop. Oh, 2-2 count. Getting a little ready here. Hopefully, Darvish can strike him out for his 8th strikeout. Ooh, hits it up the middle. Caught at the knees by Ian Happ. Let's give old Roxy Mess a call here. Ah.
Leading off from the top.
Roxy. This is Roxy.
Number 13.
All right, we'll see if Roxy answers.
Bodie.
No, that's down.
Good day.
Good day. What's up?
Well, just enjoying the baseballs.
Yeah. You did say you didn't. You know balls, right?
Yeah, I'm quite familiar with that. It's more like a
Yeah.
I'm pretty quite a bit of it.
Now batting.
Did you just say habitual?
Yeah.
It's habitual?
I don't give a fuck.
I mean, you literally just did the foliage thing to me.
I mean, I am here to talk about sports, not grammar.
It's not really grammar, it's more pronunciation, but okay.
But I'm here to talk about sports. The important
I know.
things.
I'm just giving you shit because you gave me the marge that you like, that you gave me the opportunity to make that joke within seconds of you giving me shit about mispronouncing foliage.
And you know, the important thing is I let you have it. It's making me really sorry.
Yeah, I think you did it on purpose. That was almost too perfect.
Yeah, now put your helmet back on.
Put my what back on?
Ball 1, no
Helmet.
strikes.
My helmet?
Yeah, crazy.
Yeah, I know, I hear ya. Should I wear this one? Is this adorable?
I can't see it, but sure.
Okay. I'm wearing a little Cubs helmet.
Oh, good.
It's like too small. It's like way too small. And
You
it's,
have a small head too, so that's pretty.
I don't have a small head. I got a big head.
Sorry, I'm usually just standing in my ass, so it's hard for me to tell.
That's fair. I got a big. Maybe it's my ass is so big and thick that it makes my head look small by comparison.
And you know, with somebody who has no ass, my
Yeah. Is that what it is for you? You're like a right triangle? Like
Yeah.
going down the back of your head all the way to your feet? To the ground?
I mean, well, you forgot about my closet note.
Yes, okay. So that's fair. Ooh. But
What's up with the sports ball?
the sports ball. Well, and that's the other thing. The delay is more than usual, and I don't know why. And I'm trying to figure out a way to make it better. That's half the reason why I don't know how long we'll do the call, because I always feel weird, especially you're not even watching. Are you not even watching it anymore? Are you not able to? Were you watching on your phone?
I didn't know I was supposed to.
No, it's okay. It's fine. I just didn't know if you were... Okay. No, you're fine. I just wasn't sure. And like I said, Ooh! Javier Baez takes the walk. You don't see him do that often, especially with a man on base. So now runners are first and second with no out. Wade LeBlanc's pitching. Which just means Wade the White. The LeBlanc just means the white, I believe.
And LeBlanc really played a decent season this year. It's really something to be established.
Yes. I agree. I concur. How are you doing? Are you are you missing being on stage? Yeah. I think it's Tuesday. Yeah, it's Tuesday. Oh, I should have ordered BOGO wings. We could have had BOGO wings from Buffalo Wild Wings, Roxy. Not tonight. It's fair. Tomorrow. You're more of a Wednesday shit themselves silly type person, right? Ooh, wild pass ball. They go to second and third. Roxy, what's your? Are you doing any virtual shows coming up or anything? I saw that Ronnie had been running some virtual shows, and I didn't know if you were as well. Yeah.
I personally don't like to do them because I live like the second floor.
Yeah.
So the people below me get mad. People above me are awful. They have disgusting children. I hope they're listening.
Yeah.
It's hard.
Yeah.
I really like doing. I did one for Goddess Worldwide Thing 2 weeks ago where I went out to danced around to Faithless Breed. I really like the music video aspect.
Yeah. Is Faith Hill's is that the go on? Or that's Breathless.
No, that's Breathless.
Okay, that's Breathless. Sorry.
Yeah.
But
I mean, you were close.
yeah. Do you remember who sings that song? Do you remember that song?
I know it's not Sixpence original.
No. Ooh, it's a bed goes deep. Oh, it's gonna be at least a double. Is it gonna be a bases clearing double? They're gonna try for it. Here comes the throw to home. Good, but not good enough. Ian Happ with a bases clearing 3-run double. Nicely done, Ian. Sorry, I had to commentate the actual game there.
I can't tell you how many times people look at me and say, wow, that goes in deep.
Yeah, wow, that goes in deep.
Yeah.
Deep into the hole.
Yeah, it's usually when I'm like just shoving the buffet down my gullet.
Yeah, usually. Not always, though. Ooh, nails one down the line. That's going to be 2 and drive in Ian Happ. Or, well, it's going to be a close play at second, actually. Okay, they go to the cutoff man. A double for Kyle Schwarber? Hey, Jason Kipnis. Jason Kipnis has 2 doubles on the day. So the Cubs go from being down 2-0 to now leading 6-2. But yeah, no, the virtual shows, I understand. Also, I feel weird, and this is just me personally, is it's weird performing without an audience to interact with. And that's a mentality thing for me. That's why, like, I'm glad that people are doing it and like doing it, and that it's keeping people into it. Also, ironically, I feel like performers are almost probably sometimes making more money having just like a virtual show. I could be wrong, but I feel like their friends have less reason to not like. If you don't go to a physical show, your friends are like, sorry, I couldn't go, I had to do this at home. Whereas now, they like, if they don't watch it, they can at least Venmo you $5 now and be like, yeah, I was there. Didn't you see my Venmo? You were great. Like, which I think is fair for everybody. I think that's what everyone wants anyway, isn't it? Is to just like be able to do that. And
Yeah, the convenience of it's really nice. You can just sit in, like, sit in your living room and watch this, get on your phone. I think a lot of it is people are more apt to, like, tip, like, the virtual thing because, A, they don't have to be, stand up in the light for everyone to see them get stage fright.
yeah,
Down
And
2 and
B,
2.
like, when you go out and tip, you will typically, most patrons, buy drinks,
Yeah.
cover,
yeah,
so it's more,
yes,
very much a phrase.
Got him.
Just that, like, in general, is going to, unless it's suffer.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
yeah. Well, I think there'll be like a slow recovery and then a big spike, and then also go back to. I think people are starting to realize, especially when people are like, "Oh man, I just saved X amount of money because it's so cheaper to drink at home for the most part than being out and all that." So,
Yeah, but I mean,
but yeah, and we'll see.
you and I used to, go and pregame at one house where we at the bar sometimes.
Sure.
At 24, and
Nope.
like,
Ball 1.
let's just go to an actual
I got a
bar.
ball, one strike.
Yes. No, that's fair. I would feel weird going to quote-unquote pregame nowadays. The only reason I would is out of convenience of if someone lived, like, right by a bar. Like, I would pregame from a practical standpoint, where if it was, like, already close to where I was going, ooh! Anthony Rizzo just barely can't beat it out. Gets it out at third, or out at first, but advances the runner. But, yeah, no, it's definitely weird. I'm very interested to and also I'm wondering what all bars are going to even make it through to at the end of this. Who's all going to be able to reopen?
What bar was it? Union just closed down?
Yes, but that was already their plan. Oh, yes, Kyle Schwarber hits it up in between the gap between the shortstop and the third baseman, drives in a run. Yeah, the Union closed, but that had been planned for months. But I think they were also planning on having a big, blowout thing to go, and instead it just fucking ended.
Where they could sacks and just, be racist 24/7.
Yeah, I just now heard that I didn't realize that there was a racial thing there. I didn't realize that was considered a, because I thought it had a large person of color patronage. Or is that part of where the racism comes from? Is it had a large patronage and the people that worked there were not nice to people of color? I don't know. That's why I'm genuinely asking.
I haven't been there in years just because they are, at least when I went there, I've heard stories of like racism and homophobia.
Yeah.
Nobody really fucks with me because I'm 6'5", 330.
Yeah, that's fair. You do.
So,
Yeah.
I also feel like I'm a pretty reasonable person to get along with.
Yeah. No, that's fair. I haven't been there. That's where I got my Paula when I was 19, and Paula and an illegal use of identification because I had a fake ID when I was 19.
Damn, 60s were rough for you.
Oh wow. Yes, Contreras making solid contact, and it's off the fence, but I thought it was going to be a home run, but it wasn't. They're sending him home. Going to be a play at the plate, and he's safe. Schwarber goes all the way around the bases and makes it to home. Contreras with a RBI double, his fourth of the season. So many balls, Roxy. Go Big Green. I'm trying to think if there's anyone even called Big Green in baseball.
Yeah, the soccer team that just Big Green.
Yeah, I remember that. Just that saying that makes me think of the trailer and that song, "Come on, kick it out, you gotta na na na." I feel like that was in the trailer because that song goes into my head when you said the Big Green.
Now, for all 6 people listening,
Yeah. That's generous. That is a generous overestimate, but thank you.
okay, 5
Yeah.
it's not just
Leading off for the Orioles,
Is it?
the right
yeah,
fielder,
it's
Yeah.
Because they started to, because like they have movies like that, like Jungle,
Yeah.
because like The Lion King was just kicking ass with like all the animated. Because nobody wanted to see, you know.
I heard the new one wasn't good.
I don't believe so. I mean, I heard Beyonce's like vocals on it. I said no, thank you.
Yeah, really? Yeah, I haven't even heard that one. But
I mean, she's not bad. She's a great vocalist.
yeah.
I think when you do a live animation, like you do
Nope,
live
that's a
action,
ball.
I think it takes away the physical aspect.
I think it's silly that they're doing that with all those movies too.
Right.
I think it's like a lazy cash. I think it's a lazy cat. Like same thing, but not just for Lion King. Like Beauty and the Beast, The Jungle Book.
Jungle Book was good.
Was The Jungle Book good? All right.
Yes.
I have not seen it. Oh, sloppy play on the outfield by Ian Happ. He thinks he just can do whatever he wants after hitting that bases clearing double. I did not see the Jungle Book one. Although Bill Murray is Baloo, right?
Yeah. What's his name? As King Louie or King the Monkey.
Oh, I don't know. Who is King Louie?
Walken.
Oh, Christopher Walken is King Louie? I'm sure that's fun. Did they do the song? The ooh 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 ee ee, I wanna be like you ooh ooh wah 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 wah. Yeah. Oh really? Because he's just supposed to be an orangutan. Well, that's weird. Yeah.
I'm sure the story is based off of
One and one.
Yeah, I don't know. I do remember. I mean, they had a Jungle Book movie with Jason Scott Lee, whatever, the guy who played Bruce Lee in the Bruce Lee biopic, was in the Jungle Book.
I know it was a bad movie.
It wasn't great. No, there were no talking animals, and that's got to be foul. Okay, and Carrie Elways is the bad guy in it.
Yeah, it was the kind of movie you found like at Dollar Tree, the $5 Kristen, like Jesus comes in.
Yeah, I've seen.
That's the kind of production.
I saw so many bad movies when I was little in the movie theaters. Like by myself, I feel like I went to a lot of movies by my. This shows how much of a '90s kid I was. Is that like I live in a time when parents would just drop their kids off at the movie theater by themselves and just be like, I'll be back in 2.5. I'll be back in 2.5 hours or whatever. I feel like I did that a lot. They did or didn't?
The designated hitter,
Yeah.
But I also
Junior.
Yeah.
like it was like 2001 or something like that. It was my sister. Yeah, it was my sister and I was like 10.
Drake. Oh.
Yeah, it was like 2001. I was in time she would have been 8 in Des Moines, of course.
Yeah.
And my parents were like, yeah, whatever. We're gonna you go see your movies. We're leaving.
Ooh, Cam Vaughn, by the way, just made had a message on the message board where it said that he worked at Union. He says, can confirm some of the ownership tried to keep the bar at a certain demographic. It was insanely blatant, part of the reason he left. Thank you for the insider information, Cam. But yeah, that's...
Somebody is justified. I was waiting to get like angry messages from like, you're fucking dumb.
How dare you? Yeah.
How dare you, Halo?
Yeah, no, like I said, I'd been a long time since... I can't think of any time I went there when I wasn't in college.
I didn't even go to college years. I didn't really go.
Ah.
Once or twice when I first started coming out in 2013, but
Yeah.
we had a bar called BJ's in Pelham.
BJ's? Were you really disappointed when you got there?
Yeah. Actually, no, because I went on Tuesday. This was 2 for Tuesday.
Yeah.
You get like a Mongolian motherfucker for like $7.
What's a Mongolian motherfucker?
It's like I'm trying to think of like what it would be like. It's like an Irish trash can.
What's an Irish trash can?
It's like you take all of your wild liquors and
Ah, okay. I like how you're like, what's this seemingly racist drink like? Oh, it's like this other seemingly racist drink.
Yeah. You can also tell.
Now batting.
Yeah, yes, that's fair. That's fair. Yeah, no, I hear you. It's one of those things where
That's outside.
obviously there was no intent behind it. Like sometimes then you think about like, oh yeah, we forgot that's that's probably that's because I remember when I worked at an after school program and a summer camp when I was in my mid-20s. And I remember because when I grew up, it was still called sitting Indian style, was when you cross-legged.
Same.
And I about said it, and then I asked my boss. I was like, hey, because I was like, what do we call Indian style now? Because I know it's probably not that. Like I know it's probably not that, and I totally understand. She was like, oh, it's crisscross applesauce now, and I was like, okay, crisscross applesauce, and I was like, everyone sit crisscross applesauce.
I had to relearn that when I was at after school program.
Yeah. Yeah.
4 years ago. No, I did. I hate you.
Yeah, I hear you. I feel like working at an after-school program and it's whoever's gonna catch it. I feel like working at an after-school program and a summer camp made me more ready to have, or maybe made me think I could do it more, but also at the same time made me want to have kids way less too. Where I was like, this doesn't seem fun. Yeah.
I've always thought I have kids.
Yeah.
Just because, like, my parents growing up, it's just, I didn't want to go through all that bullshit.
Yeah. No, that's understandable.
But, yeah, I mean, kids are awesome.
Yes. Yeah, they're not great. A lot of them are, I mean, some are real cool, and then others are just assholes. I remember there was one time where a kid just, like, this 4th or 5th grader just, like, pushed this, like, kindergartner down, and the kindergartner starts crying. And this kid had a past of being kind of a jerk. And I kind of feel bad that I used this wordage to them, but I was like, because I was like, why'd you just do that? And he's like, I don't know. And I was all like, would you say the thing you just did is something a good person would do or a bad person would do? And I think they kind of were just like, and I was just like, yeah. I don't know. Like I said, kind of probably was more mean than I should have been, but at the same time, I think my point got across. And he had issues that weren't. I'm sure he was acting out because he had to deal with things, but still, I don't know. Kids are hard to deal with, or sometimes jerks.
I'm trying to live my life and remind myself that there aren't really like a lot of bad people. They're just people who do bad things.
That's fair. I mean, and I've tried to get sometimes when people are mad or act angry towards me. And I'm not great at it yet but I tell myself I should try to do this more. Is kind of say like, "Hey, are you okay?" Because a lot of times people aren't mad at whatever the real situation, like especially when it seemingly is nothing. It's like they're not mad at you or the situation. They've got something else that's really upsetting them, and that they don't know, and they're trying to deal with it. And so if you were like either nice to them or try like, "Hey, are you okay?" they might just be like, "No, I'm not. Thank you for asking." Like, I don't know. And like I said, I'm bad at it, but I need to get better at it. You what?
So what kind of My Chemical Romance song is that? Not okay.
I can't say that one more time.
Never. It wasn't that.
Okay. Fair enough. But anyway,
How's your baseball?
it's going okay. The Cubs are up 8-3. Alec Mills is pitching, but there are 2 runners on. In fact, I'm going to let you go here in a second. Is there anything you want to plug?
Well, first I want to know, is this the Chicago Cubs or the Iowa Cubs?
It's the Chicago Cubs. That would be interesting if I started doing it, because I could stream the Iowa Cubs games too.
I went to an Iowa Cubs game when I was in 6th grade because we did like this great expectations, like good behavior bullshit.
Mm-hmm.
I was an asshole in the 5th grade, so I didn't do anything because my teacher was an asshole.
Yeah.
So I told him to go fuck himself.
I got to count 1 and 2.
Wow.
Usually I'm a day late.
Yeah. dropping the F-bomb. I don't know if you can, I don't know if, hopefully yeah.
Well, I'm sorry.
Yeah, I mean, you're only saying a thing that happened. So I think that's okay. I think if you're just relaying a thing that happened in a bad... And, yeah. Ooh, Alec Mills gets a strikeout. What?
Twitch will shut you down for that. We did our goddess show on Twitch. We had to sit there and go,
What?
You can't be anything that looks like bra panties.
Really? Well, I think you can be in, like, bra panties. Like, it can't be, like, see-through.
Well, no, because there used to be cam girls that get on Twitch and be like, oh my god, they're shaking their, single bitties.
Yeah.
But shaking their jigglers be like, I'm playing Mario Kart.
Yeah.
And they have, like, a box of cheeses in their hands, they're shaking the boobs.
Yeah. That's there. It is a fine line. It is a fine line because there are people that do that, and that's fine. I mean, that's fine if you're not showing any full nudity. Like, let people do their thing.
Leading off to the Cubs.
If it's a flavor blast,
Javier.
Yeah, that's where you go. We know. Yeah, that's where your mind's at with it.
yeah, I like them.
That's fair. That's fair. Well, Roxy, thank you for joining us. We love having you in the comment section and being here. Well, yeah, we'll see. I'll try and be like, hey, it wasn't me, it was School Frog. And then they'll ban you. No, I don't know. But
I hope they do.
well, that's not very nice. But Roxy, ooh, hits it up the middle. It's going to get there. Roxy, thank you again, and we'll talk soon. Okay? Give it up for Roxy Mess. You can see Roxy. Do you have do you have an Instagram you want to plug or anything?
Yeah, I guess my Instagram's like
At Roxy Mess, ROXIE Mess. Mess like their life
Count 1-0.
is a mess.
like I just did my pants.
Like they shit their pants. It's a mess. Then all right. Well, thank you very much, Roxy. You have a good night, and thank you for being here.
And you as well.
Go foosball. Bye. Facebook always asking me to rate calls. All right. I don't want to rate the call. Not now, Facebook. Jason Hayward's up 2-0 with a man on first. The Cubs have an 8-3 lead. Seemingly the game is at hand, but things can change real quick because whenever I get sure of myself or a little... Ooh, Jason Hayward puts it into the... It's caught at just before the warning track. Out number 1.
The center fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
Ian Happ's up. He had a bases clearing double earlier, I believe with bases were loaded. I think it was a 3-run double. 2 for 3 on the day. If he goes 3 for 4 here, he could very easily, he might already be the player of the game. Although Wilson Contreras maybe has a case for that as well. We'll see where he's at. We're in the 7th inning. The top of the 7th. I have to pee, but I'm going to try not to because I need to get better at just not leaving my post to pee just when I feel like it. I need to be more disciplined. I lack discipline. So here it goes. Ooh, on the outside corner, 2-1. Good eye, though. Not a lot he could have done with that pitch. It's fine. Get a 4th cup right at the table. Yeah, get a Gatorade bottle. Here we go, the 2-1 pitch to Ian Happ. And he hits it. It could be 2, maybe? I don't think so. He's going to turn to get out. But he does get him out at second base. So it's a fielder's choice. And here comes Jason Kipnis, who's 2 for 3 with 2 doubles, an RBI, and a run. Jason Kipnis has there's a couple Cubs that have a player of the game possibilities. If Jason Kipnis hits another double or a home run, he very easily could be the player of the game. He's 4 for 15 on the season, pretty good average considering I've not been giving him everyday at bats. He's really seemingly trying to play his way into the roster for tomorrow. I might give him another start tomorrow. Yeah, there's a good chance we'll see. We'll see what everyone looks like tomorrow, but I'll maybe give him another start, and then maybe put Horner back the day after. The day after tomorrow. Starring Jake Gyllenhaal. Oh, wow! He back glove flips it for the out.
Ladies and gentlemen, please join.
I mean, it looked real nice. Oh, and there's the high kicks again with old Palmer, I think his name is. Clip it.
Leading off for the
I can't
Orioles,
clip. I'm circumcised, Roxy.
Chris Davis.
Unless you're just saying just by pure pressure of putting the clip there that it would just stop me from peeing. I don't know. All right. That's sweet play. Get your mind out of the cutter. Ooh, Alex Mills. 1-1 to Chris Davis, who's, like I said, batting ninth. Hard to... Oof.
1 ball, 2 strikes, count.
I don't know if Davis is the first baseman. I mean... Yeah, he must be batting as the first baseman. I couldn't see rationalizing him at DH. I couldn't see rationalize your batter in the 9 hole as your DH.
Batter number 11.
The person who's designated as your hitter shouldn't be your 9th hitter, so I'm assuming he's playing first. I don't know who the DH is for them right now. I would like it if I had it so that...
Outside, that's a ball.
I'd be cool if I could review in-game statistics without altering the game. Like if I'd be able to look at what's going on and stats and stuff, but I can't currently without, pushing start and pausing the game. It'd be cool if I could get a live feed of what was going on. Hanser Alberto is up in the bottom of the 7th. Man, I have to feel. We'll see. We'll see if you're going to keep watching, if nothing else, to see if I can continue to try to not to pee.
Ball 1.
Okay, I made a meme earlier about Sopranos. And I had a thing about James Gandolfini breathing heavy, and I forgot the I in Gandolfini. But since it's like a fake meme, or not a fake meme, it's like a meme that says he was the only one allowed to improvise on The Sopranos. Because he was heavy breathing counts as him ad-libbing. But yeah, so it looks like James Gandolfini. And I was like, I think it's almost more funny to misspell Gandolfini as Gandolfini. I mean, I didn't intentionally do it, but I noticed it a little after, and I was like, you know what? I'm going to keep it there. I also want to see if people get mad about it. But, yeah. Chris Bryant's up 1 for 3. He's about due for another home run, too. Because I only think he has 1 for the year's ball. But you know what? That would be wasted.
Count 1-0.
I hate when when people are only productive when it's not important. I don't like it.
No strike.
1 for 3.
Aye. inside. Nope, that's
Ooh,
ball
takes the
four.
walk.
The first baseman, number 44, Anthony Rizzo.
Anthony Rizzo's up.
Ball one, no strike.
Ball one, no strikes. 1-0. Richard Blyer to Anthony Rizzo. 1-0 count.
Ball.
Anthony Rizzo. Oh, puts a charge into it. Will it be enough? No, I think it's going to be caught. Oh, run! He tried to rob him. I thought he was going to catch it at the track, but then I was like, and then he jumped, and then it was a home run. And then Anthony Rizzo has his 5th home run of the year. Adding on, I'll always take more insurance runs. That should about seal the deal. I would hope the Cubs wouldn't lose an 8-run lead to the Orioles in the 8th and 9th inning. Anything's possible, I guess. But boy, oh boy, nicely done. Yeah, 362, just barely, but just barely's all you need, although it almost got robbed. Whew. 10-3, oh, a 7-run lead, yeah. I think it was an 8-run lead. 7-run lead, they gave up a run last time. Kyle Schwarbs is up. He flies out to center. Well, that's got some... Okay. Ironically, hits the ball about 30 feet farther than Rizzo just hit it, but it does not leave the park.
The catcher, number 40,
Wilson Contreras. Like I said, he's 3 for 4 on the day. He gets another hit. There's a very good chance that he is going to be the player of the game. It's hard to tell. At this point, I think it's just who's playing. Oh! Put some into it. It's deep. Does it have enough? It does. I'm fairly confident Wilson Contreras will be the player of the game. His 7th home run of the season. I think he's batting close to 400. He is 4 for 5 with maybe 2 doubles and a solo home run. Making his case. I think he felt like a fool earlier when he got caught stealing. So since then, it's been nothing but aces for the Chicago backstop. Woo! The bareliest of dongers earlier. That Rizzo one was definitely barely. That was a barely, but it was more. That one wasn't even gonna. That one didn't have a chance of getting robbed without standing on top of the fence and jumping, like in the movie Major League 2. Sean Armstrong. What a name for a pitcher, right? Armstrong. That's like his.
The third baseman, number 13.
His family has been pitchers for years because we called Armstrong. We raise 2 types of workers in this family: arm wrestlers and relief pitchers. Let's see how fast he throws. It'd be funny if he was a knuckleballer and couldn't actually throw the ball hard. David Bode is up 2 for 4 on the day, having a pretty good day. Ooh, puts one in the gap. That's going to be 2, possibly 3 if he books it. Ooh, it's hits. Is he going to... He's not going to go for 3. Oh, he is going to go for 3. And he gets a triple. His first triple of the year. There is an argument to be made that sometimes if you're leading by this amount of runs, that going for a triple is somewhat considered bad baseball. But you know what? Hustling is always good, I believe. I think Michael Jordan did that once, where he stole third when the White Sox were up. It was either AAA or in the majors, where he stole third when the White Sox were up by like 7 runs. And the manager had to be like, Michael, what are you doing? And he's like, if you have that lead, you don't. Ooh, they're gonna. Ooh, wow! I'm surprised they didn't go. They didn't have the guy on third run there. That actually made more sense to me to have the guy go home there than to go third in the first place. From the first place. But Michael Jordan was confused when they was like, "Why did you steal 30?" He's like, "Well, when you're winning by 20 in basketball, you try and win by 30." So, and it was funny because the coach of the other team was just like knew that Michael didn't know. The manager was trying for the White Sox team was like, hey, I didn't tell him to do that. And the manager for the other team was laughing because he was just like, oh, that's just the best basketball player who's ever existed not knowing.
No ball, 2 strikes.
Being an okay baseball player not knowing. He probably did bet he would get a steal that game. He had a 10K on him getting a steal that game. That is a deep track of Michael Jordan being a heavy gambler. A heavy gambler. Okay, here we go.
Leading off for the Orioles, the right fielder, Trey Mancini.
Sorry, for those that are still watching the game. Even though it's a blowout, it is. Trey Mancini back from cancer. That's a great story, right, Abe Lincoln? Oh, shoot, your hat, Abe. I gotta get it for him because he's got no arms. I'm sorry, I don't know why I just sounded like the WB frog there. The WB. Okay. Alec Mills, I don't know, has been really good, so I don't know why. He's still pitching. I would want him reserved for Trey Mancini. Well, like I said, back from cancer, really kicking in its ass, having a good game. Like I said, don't know why Alec Mills is pitching because unless he's just trying to get the bad innings out while they have him to waste. This is one of the few times where I want Jeremy Jeffress to be the pitcher because he's bad. And they've got 7 runs to play with now. Opposite field. Gone. That's power. Opposite field power, baby. Oh, Anthony Santander. Wow, I can't believe Anthony Santander is their cleanup guy. Let's take a look at... I'm going to take a look at his numbers because I can't imagine he's actually a power hitter. He is young. Okay, I guess. Oh, I thought he was a stolen base guy. Apparently he's not. He played let's see here.
The count is 1 and 2.
Last year he had 20 home runs and 380 at-bats. Okay. That's fair. I didn't realize Baseball Reference is also simulating baseball, but his simulated stats in their fake running of the league so far is he has 4 home runs in 69 at bats, with 2 doubles and a triple, with 2 stolen bases, a 391 on base percentage, and a 106.2 OPS. With a 425 on base percentage, 391 batting average. Jeez Louise. So he's doing fantastic. Okay, I take everything back. He's doing real great for its simulated things. Ooh, down the line, picks it up, throws them. Oh, but it's a bad throw. David Bodie makes an error.
Now batting The designated hitter.
I mean,
Dwight Smith.
if you're going to get out of your system, might as well do it with a 7-run lead if you're going to make errors and throw badly. Dwight Smith Jr. is the DH. A little surprised that... I mean, I guess I don't know if Chris Davis's defense is good or bad, but I'm surprised someone... If you're going to have Chris Davis in there, I'm surprised Dwight Smith Jr. He's another person maybe I want to take a look at his stats. Let's see here. Dwight Smith Jr. Oof. It's understandable why he got let go, is because his career WAR is -0.8. He is a lifetime in 449 at-bats of 252 average with a 311 on base percentage with 15 home runs. Ooh. And a... Yeah, not great. 6 stolen bases, although, you know, it's got some speed. But, I mean, he just made contact there. Man, I have to pee so bad still. And there's... Austin Hayes. He is a guy who could be really good. He's 2 for 3. 2 singles and an RBI. I'm going to watch this at bat and then I'm going to pee. He didn't... Well, the rumor was, Roxy, that Jordan bet a bunch on basketball, and that's why he actually left the game, was that he was betting on basketball, and that basketball was like, you need to leave, and that they were like, and one of the reasons that they like didn't want to talk about it. Oh, that's the joke. Yes, sure. I didn't know if you really knew. Like the rumor was, yeah, and that they didn't. But at the same time, the NBA like didn't want to expose it because like. He's an icon, a world icon, and he was the face of the game, and so that they, and who knows if that's what really happened, but they were like, you need to not play for a while. So then he was like, okay, I'll go play baseball at, what was he, like 31? Which people make fun of how bad he was at baseball, but to not play a game since you were in high school, like baseball, and be in your 30s. Ooh, Kyle Schwarber makes a diving catch. He might get a chance at a double play here. He throws it. Oh, it's a bad throw. But that's the first diving catch I think Schwarber's made this year. But to go from to switch professional sports to one you hadn't played since you were a teenager, and then still be like, okay, like he wasn't that terrible. And if he would have had some more seasoning in the minor leagues even, because I don't even know how long he played before they brought him up, but Ramon Urias is up, or Urias. I'm not sure how they pronounce it, because sometimes people pronounce it Urias. I grew up with someone named Urias, so I don't know. We'll see. 0-1 is the count. And still Alec Mills is pitching. I don't understand. Especially since he's having a bad... He's been real good. He's been a very useful arm out of the bullpen, and he's having a bad day. So why not take him out? I don't understand it. Well, I'm going to pee. The Cubs are having the lead. Oh, boy. Oh, God. Oof. Yeah, let's get a pee guy in here.
Now batting. Catcher, Austin Wynn. Ladies and gentlemen, your attention please. Now pitching for Chicago, number 52, Ryan Tepera.
Inside, ball 1.
Now that was a long P. I am sorry of how long of a P that was.
1-1.
Okay, Ryan Teppero's pitching now. Good. Good. I think that's better. That's what should have been happening earlier, is someone else. Ooh. Boom boy. Boom.
No, inside. We got 3 balls and 2 strikes.
3 balls and 2 strikes, the umpire is letting everyone know.
Who's up?
Now batting, the first baseman, Chris Davis.
But I
Off the plate, ball 1.
All right, okay, all right. Oh, Jeremy Jeffress is in Rowan Wick. I'd rather have Jeffress come. Although, now it's, what is it, a 5-run lead? Which, that ain't nothing. I mean, it ain't nothing, but it's... Ugh. I mean, it's a good thing those Cubs were putting on those insurance runs. Because that's... If that lands, that's... Yeah. Now it's a 4-run game. That's fucking bad. Oh... Oof. Well, now it's getting a little disconcerting. Disconcerting. You can't say words anymore. All right, here we go. Why is it doing that? Oh, a little excuse me swing. Will it get there? Ooh, very close play. That could have been trouble. Nicely done. I think that was Kipnis. Well, Hap, Kipnis, and Bryan are coming up. The Cubs do have 17 hits, but along with 2 errors, it is an offensive game. There's been some offensive defense in that I am offended at how bad some of the defense has been today. Ian Happ is 2 for 4. Sean Armstrong. Top of the 9th. Ooh, getting that call with the 94 mile per hour fastball in the inside corner. Ooh, Ian pops it up to the third baseman. And it's an out. Well, Jason Kipnis 2 for 4, 2 doubles, an RBI and a run. Batting an even 250 on the season, 4 for 16.
Inside, ball 1.
Boo, someone says. Jason Kipnis, what's he going to do here? He's been hitting okay tonight. Ooh, that looked like a strike, but I'm glad it was not called a strike. It's 2-0. Let's go! Come on! Ooh, right down the middle. Kipnis is kicking himself there. That's why I batted him 9. Like I said, he maybe has earned the start tomorrow. He's 2 for 4. I mean, even if he goes 2 for 5, that's still batting 400 on the day. Oh, although he looked real bad at that. Okay, 3-1. Ah, man, I really want food from most places I want food from right now are closed. I don't want to order Papa John's again. I love Papa John's. It's better pizza, better ingredients. Papa John's. That sounds like a to-do list, though, doesn't it, for Papa John's? It sounds like a thing that... Oh! Jason Kipnis could have a home run, and he does! It barely leaves a towering 346 feet. I can maybe hit the ball that far. I don't know if I ever have, but I bet I could get close. 346 feet. I'm interested to see the replay of where that drops, because that's barely gone and almost foul. I didn't even realize it was that close to being foul. Ooh, just barely, maybe in the first or second row of the whatever you call it, the stands, the bleachers. Well, I mean, there's a good chance Jason Kipnis gets the player of the game now. 3 for 5 with a home run and 2 doubles. I need to look at Contreras. Contreras has maybe 4 for 5, and he has a home run and at least 1 double. So, oh, into the ship. That's going to be at least 2 bases, maybe 3. Chris Bryant. I guess earlier when I was making the remarks about going for the triple being in somewhat, or some people would say is in bad taste, is wrong, as they now are, yeah.
Ball, that's inside. Two balls, no strike.
All right, Anthony Rizzo, 2 for 5, 2-0. Ooh, gets it through the hole. Are they going to send Bryant? No, they won't. Which means Kyle Schwarber is about to be up with runners on the corners and only 1 out. He could put this game out of reach. I've falsely claimed earlier that the game was pretty much a sure thing. Paul Fry, not to be confused with Small Fry, which is what bullies in the 1950s would call people because they couldn't swear in shows. I mean, when was the last time you heard someone call it the Small Fry? It's been a while, right? If ever. It's been a while. I don't know if he's related to Hayden Fry of Iowa Hawkeye fame. Oh, I have my hoodie. I was going to put it on and be like, ooh. I have a nice, or it's not even a hoodie because it doesn't have a hood. It's just a zip-up sweatshirt. It's very old style looking. It looks like what like a playmate would wear, like a Girls of the Big Ten, where it'd be like half zipped and they'd be like, I don't know if they still, I'm sure they still do that for Playboy. I don't know if Playgirl ever does like a Boys of the Big Ten. I don't think I've ever read Playgirl, so you'll have to let me know, those of you out there. Roxy, you still listening? You ever read any Playgirl? We'll see. Ooh, strike 2 to Schwarber. God, what a stupid game. I feel like it's been a long time, too. With this many runs, this has got to be over 2 hours, this game.
We got a full count.
On deck is Wilson Contreras, 418 with 7 home runs and 13 RBI. I mean, I've been giving Victor Caratini a lot of praise and saying he should get to play more, but when your starter is putting up the numbers that Contreras is putting up, I mean, it's easily justifiable to not be starting Richard Caratini. And Rizzo's hitting well, so it's like, where would you put Caratini? He mostly just plays... Oh, a pass ball! Are they going to send him? No! But it's ball 4, so load the bases with Wilson Contreras. I think Bryant could have got home, but also I think they say, you know what? Let's let the guy who is batting over 400 and has 7 home runs, 4 for 5 on the day, why don't we give him a shot? With an on-base percentage of 476. Like I said, I couldn't read the thing. He has a home run and at least 1 double. So, let's see what he can do with 1 out here. Takes it inside. He's a triple shy of the cycle. So, he has a single, a double, or I guess it's 4 for 5. So, he might have 2 doubles and a single and a home run. So, he's a triple shy. So, we'll see. Oh my goodness! Well, he says, you know what? Let's skip the triple. Let's add another home run. Let's have a grand slam home run. There's no question now who the player of the game will be. It'll be Wilson Contreras. 2 home runs. The game is rigged. I'm not doing nothing. Yeah, nicely done, Wilson. He just cranked that one. He is locked in at the plate. Yeah, 16-7. Looking like a low medium scoring college football game right now. 16-7. Bodie's up 3 for 5. He's a triple, 2 singles. He's got some good numbers today.
Nope. That's inside.
Well, what a crazy flipping game. This game looked way out of hand, and for sure the Cubs were going to win. And then an inning ago, it looked like the Orioles were making a comeback. And then now it once again looks like the game is easily should be closed out by the Cubs. I hope they put in Jeremy Jeffress to as this. That's a 9-run lead is about the safest I would feel with Jeremy Jeffress coming into the game.
Okay.
Full count to David Bote. Strike 3. Sings at 1 a little high.
The batter.
It's a big enough lead where I'm going to dance after a Cubs strikeout. Roxy, did you hear me ask about Playgirl earlier? Did you ever read Playgirl? I was wondering if it's any good. And if they did college things like how Playboy did, like a Boys of the Big Ten. Oh, puts it into one. I think it's gone. It's gone. Javier Baez. This game is getting ridiculous. Yes, School Frog. It was. I think so. Yes, those are completely different people. Who are you, School Frog?
Your attention, please. Now pitching for the Orioles. Number 66. Tanner.
Yes, what did you think, School Frog? What did you think of Roxy? Were they cool?
Now batting, right fielder, Jason Hayward.
Strike. Jason Hayward's up. This game is getting little out of control. Oh.
Ball inside. That's ball 2. We got 2 balls, 1 strike.
Fair enough on their coolness level. It is sometimes hard to hear.
Full count, 3-2.
Sorry, I thought School of Frog. For some reason, I thought that you were Roxy because they had similar comments, and I thought that you were them. They might have a similar name on here too. Okay. That's another home run in a series of home runs.
The center fielder, number 8, Ian Happ.
Ball, that's too high.
Too high. Ian Happ. 2 for 5. Like, I'm ready for this game to be over. This game is taking a while. Learn how to play the game, Cubbies, says the lady, as the Cubs are beating them by a lot. Oh, that's why I made the tits comment earlier, School of Frog, is because Roxy has fake boobs that they have. And I thought they had a similar name. And that's why I thought it was you. I apologize. Now I feel like a dummy. Because you've been the most active and interactive person on my comments, and I appreciate it.
Leading off for the Orioles, the third baseman.
Well, let's see what happens here. Ryan Tepera pitching to Hanser Alberto. Ooh, and that's a single right up the middle. Not great.
The right fielder, number 60, Trey Mancini.
Trey Mancini's up, who's been pretty good. Pretty good.
Ball. Counts 1-0.
All right. Here we go, Trey.
That's ball 2.
Like I said, he's been
2-0.
Trey's been very good for the day. Coming back from colon cancer to hit a home run and knock it down the line. Hayward's gonna let it go. I don't like it when they just let it drop like that. Oh boy. Is Trey Mancini hit another home run? Yes. Does it matter? Probably not. Well, his second home run of the game. Doing his best Wilson Contreras impersonation. It is a donger fest indeed. Another donger. Wow. Yeah, this game's getting stupid. There's just so much offense. When both teams get into, or well, I guess it isn't double digits, but
Now batting, the left fielder.
I can generally guarantee you that the over-under for a baseball game is never 27. I would guess almost every baseball game's over-under is never 27. If you were to bet me, if you said over-under on 27, I would take the bet of under 100% of the time and very rarely lose that bet.
Junior.
What? Reacting to all the dongers. Yeah, it's too much. It's a lot. It is. I know it's a video game, but they're very video game numbers. But to be fair, it is Camden Yards. And, you know, Camden Yards is just like this. All right. 0-2 gets him out. 2 outs. We're almost out of this. We're almost done with the game. Austin Hayes is up. I bet he hits a home run. Because why not? Right? Why not? Strike. The umpire is just like doesn't care because that wasn't a strike, but he's like, let's move it along here.
Nope.
Ooh. One and one. Ooh, 2-1 pitch. The umpire says, hey, I'll call the close one strikes, but you gotta work with me here, Ryan. Ryan Tepera. Ryan means little king, I believe, in Irish. My brother's name is Ryan. That's the only reason I know that. Austin means a town in Texas. Hayes means horse feed. Oof. Dun, dun, dun. Oh, just when I was getting into the music. 2-2 pitch. Can we please get out of this game? Ryan. Yes, thank you, Ryan. Thank you, Austin, for swinging at a bad pitch. Thank you, Cubs. I think Darvish gets the win. I think he was pitched 5 innings and was winning when he left. Player of the game has got to be Wilson Contreras because I think he had like 7 RBIs. Maybe more. Right around there. I'll say 7. 6 or 7. He had 5 minimum because he had a grand slam home run, which is 4. And he had another home run, which is 5. So for sure 5. I think his double, one of his other doubles, had at least 1 run. So this is, yeah, 6 or 7. Well, the Cubs beat the shit out of the Orioles in this one, but also the Orioles almost came back. So the Cubs had 23 hits, 18 runs. The Orioles had 13 hits, 9 runs. 36 combined hits this game. Holy shit. Yu Darvish with the win. Almost a quality start, but not quite. An out shy of the quality start. 5.2 innings pitched, 7 hits, 7 strikeouts, 3 earned runs, a walk. Alex Cobb with the loss. 5 innings pitched, 9 hits, 3 strikeouts, 3 earned runs, 1 walk. Wilson Contreras, the player of the game. 5 for 6. 2 home runs, 2 doubles, 6 RBI, 3 runs. I'll just run through all this craziness of the game. Baez, 3 for 5 with 2 home. Oh, God. So there were 3 people with multiple home runs this game. That just shows you how crazy the game was. Javier Baez was 3 for 5 with 2 home runs, 3 RBI, 3 runs. Jason Kipnis, 3 for 5, a home run, 2 doubles, 2 RBI, 2 runs. Anthony Rizzo, 3 for 6, a home run, 2 RBI, 2 runs. Trey Mancini 3 for 5, 2 home runs, a double, 3 RBIs, 4 runs. 95% of the time, if you hit 2 home runs, a double with 4 runs and 3 RBIs, you're going to be the player of the game. And your team's probably going to win too, but not this game. Ramon Urias, 2 for 4, a double, 2 RBI, 2 runs. Anthony Santander, 1 for 4, an RBI, a run. Hanser Alberto, 2 for 5, and a run. Holy shit. That was a lot. Wouldn't you say, School Frog? That was a lot of game. That was almost too much baseball. Yeah. So much game. Cam Vaughn, if you took a shot for every run, you would need to go to the emergency room right now. Or else you'd already be dead. Wow. Well, the Cubs won. That's what really matters, and I'm happy about. And Yu Darvish gets the win to move to 3-0 on the season. So he's putting together a good season, and he's 24 strikeouts through 23.2 innings. That's over a strikeout an inning, so that's a good ratio. Cubs are moved to 12-5 on the season. Oh wow, it's only a 2-game series against the Orioles, so they'll be playing again against the Orioles. And then Washington, and then I don't know who's after that because I'm blocking it with my face. But yeah, tomorrow is going to be Quintana versus Cole Stewart. Yeah, that's about it. Thank you guys for coming. Tomorrow will be less long, I hope. Be well. Thank you for joining me. Bye.